Hey, yo, what is doing, Let's Crew? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got another Rise of a Star, and today we got a special guest here on the channel. We got the Flame King,
The Flame King has braced your presence!
aka Mr. Ascendx. Let the streets know what is goody, my king.
The Flame King has arrived. Now, for those that know, my friend Shafiq here has been doing YouTube for some time, and I've always wanted to grace thy presence with myself, and I've always wanted to get on one of his interviews. He's done such a good job, and I've always appreciated his desire to be great like myself. The kingdom's out!
Of course. And I always appreciated your content, and you've always appreciated my content. And as you can see, I finally decorated my fucking room. Let me back up a little bit so you guys can appreciate
That man
the
is
fucking
fly.
glory. Let's take a look at this.
That man is fly. Look at
You don't
that.
see it.
Google him. Google him.
My pronouns are that/guy. You feel me? Those are my pronouns. But anyway, without any hesitation, let's jump into it. So I want to know, what made you want to pursue the YouTube dream, and what made you want to go towards this route? Like, how old were you when you realized, yeah, I want to do this YouTube thing?
Probably ever since I was a little itty bitty kid. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing, right? I always, when I was little, back in my old house, when I was like elementary school days, like I always told myself like I wanted to be a YouTuber. I told my mom like, "Oh, I'm gonna be on YouTube. Oh my god!" And she's like, "Don't go on there. There's all them crazy people on there, right?" And so I was like, "Mom, you're tripping." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like anytime like me and my bro would play on the game, we shared a room, you know what I'm saying? So anytime we'd be on the game, we'd have our big old TV on the wall. Not big old TV, but our TV on the wall. We'd be playing our games, and I'd hook up my little phone, you know what I'm saying? My little phone a D-ski like to like a stool or something. And we would just record some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Record some biz. And, you know, we'd get in the studio, you know what I'm saying? We would record it. We would never edit, upload, no, but just the idea is like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber one day. And it didn't come till maybe like high school where I was like, I could really do this. Like I started to learn and like figure out like how they do their thing, watching my favorite creators and whatnot. Like I just kind of like understood how to do it. And I was like, yo, I could really do this. You know what I'm saying? Because I always wanted to do content of some sort. Because people would always tell me like, you got the personality for blah, 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 right, that fun stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. And I've always had a knack for gaming. I've just been like, I pick up the controller and I'm pretty freaking good, right? Just off the rip, you know what I'm saying? And so I've always thought like, man, if I get into gaming with my personality, with my skill level, like I could really do some cool stuff on here, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I think I just found the path for me. But I also do like some skits every here and now, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I kind of do it all, you know what I'm saying? That's just kind of how I operate.
I want to touch up on something that you mentioned earlier on in the interview. How you mentioned how you learned this on your own. You understand how these YouTubers do that behind the scenes type stuff. I want to know, how did you get this knowledge of how YouTubers work behind the scenes, whether it be like through graphic design, understand the analytics of YouTube, and understand how the algorithm works?
I'll be honest with you, I really don't know how the algorithm works. I have no clue how any of that works, but I know all the behind the scenes stuff. I used to watch a channel called the Alpha Gaming. They would like kind of teach you some good stuff, you know what I'm saying, about all the behind the scenes stuff. And anytime I would watch my YouTubers go live, like I'd be there like the very second the stream starts, and when they pop up like when you hit like alt tab, it shows you all your windows that are open. Like I can see like all their software, and I would pause that shit and I'd like examine it. And it was so gas. And I used to do that shit like when YouTubers would go live, or like just like they'd be live streaming. Like I would like I'd pause it and I would dissect everything that's on the screen. What's that? Oh, what's that? Is that what they're recording? I see that. What they streaming? You know what I'm saying? I was like a crackhead. Like I would literally pause their stream live, and I'd be like, I'm examining the software that they're using. And I've been like doing this for about, I think, 3 years now. So I mean, like after some time, like when you have that desire for it, like eventually you just kind of figure things out. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I want to bring up something that you brought up earlier on in the video. How you talk about how you had the proper financial funds, the guap, the cheese. Now, I want to know, how do you get the guap to manage doing this YT stuff? And I kind of want to make it a second part of the question too. When you're not getting the guap to fund the YouTube channel, what do you do to kind of like relax yourself?
So for the first part, I am a salesman at Micro Center. I know a lot of y'all probably don't know what that is. It's a underground like Best Buy basically. You know, there's only like 20 some stores in the U.S. But we're the only one in New Jersey, which is actually kind of cool. So anytime people are like, "Where you work?" I'm like, "Micro Center." Which one? There's only one in New Jersey, bro. That's why I love when people ask me that, because there's only one in New Jersey. But I work at Micro Center. I'm a salesman. I make dough. I work on commission. So, you know that. And since I'm nice with it, you know what I'm saying? Big W, I'm top 3 in my department at all times. So I rake in that cheddar, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm always top 3, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like that.
I got that lettuce sandwich, man.
And so, yeah, that's just how I operate with the money side. To your second question. What was your second question?
When you're not grabbing the funds to fund the YouTube channel, and when you're not doing the YouTube stuff, what do you do to kind of like just like relax? Give us an off day of
Ascendx. There is no imagine that would be crazy.
Damn, I know there's no off day. I know there's 0 days I'll get back on the grind, but like, come on, bro.
What I do a lot in my off time, like I told you that on esports level, me and my brother, we love going to Smash tournaments. I'm pretty dog shit at Smash, but he's actually kind of nice. He'd be doing pretty well in those tournaments. So we love to go out, compete, you know what I'm saying? Go to our locals, our majors. We're actually going August 13th, I think it is, to SmashCon in Virginia. So we're going to be there for like 5 days, 6 days. So, you know, we love to go out to tournaments. I love to commentate because I truly enjoy, you know what I'm saying, like watching and commentating. I do an excellent job, you know what I'm saying. I normally commentate and he's playing, you know what I'm saying. I play, but I go 0-2, so I'm like kind of garbage. But like I love to commentate. I like to go out sometimes. I got a couple of malls nearby, so like I call my dogs. I'd be like, yo, let's do something crazy, you know what I'm saying. Like let's go blow up a river or something, and we just go out and do some nonsense. When I'm not doing that, most of the time, I'm just like, I run 2 esports teams, my own personal, and I run it with a group of friends of mine who are in the Smash scene. I'm not like too big on that one, but like I have my own now for multiverses especially. So, you know, when I'm not doing that, I'm probably doing something with multiverses right now, especially right now with the way I'm playing right now and how I'm starting to build a team here and I'm starting to kind of really do something here. So during my off days, like, it always has something to do with YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like when I compete in these brackets, I record my runs and like, you know what I'm saying? People watch that shit because like everyone loves to see top level play. So obviously winning today, that's going to go out and that's going to, you know what I'm saying, get me some numbers. And yeah, it's just, I'm always doing something productive. You know what I'm saying?
My next question is, you said that you like to do a lot of commentating at those Smash tournaments, right? So my next question would be, if you weren't pursuing the YouTube route, would you see yourself doing commentating, or where would you see yourself doing if you didn't pursue the YouTube route?
So here's the thing, right? 100% commentating. And if not, I would definitely like to get into filmmaking. I definitely said that earlier. Like those are probably 2 things that I love doing a lot: filmmaking and commentating. I really enjoy commentating a lot, but mostly with my boys. You know what I'm saying? Like I go to like my locals and commentate, but if I really wanted to go down the route of commentating, I could definitely like take the steps necessary to put myself at that level where like I'm going to top events and I'm commentating at like big tournaments and I'm traveling and they're flying me, you know what I'm saying? I could do that, but I'm just like, I have so much with YouTube right now, like that's a real commitment. Like I have to go to a lot of tournaments and constantly commentate, do a good job, get recognized, you know what I'm saying? Like I could get recognized, of course, that's not hard, but it's going out and doing that every single week, every single month. Like there was a stretch where I did that for a hot minute. Like I was just commentating OD tournaments in a row. And you fatigue over time, but like I understood the process of like even under fatigue, how could you still put on a good show for the audience? You know what I'm saying? And so I understand that whole art. I was looking at the wrong camera, and like I understand the whole art of that stuff, and I understand like everything that goes into it. And I just have a blast most of the time, just being my YouTube self. You know what I'm saying? Just being my regular self. So it's like that's it. If not filmmaking, definitely. I think I'd put filmmaking above commentating. There's something about film. Something about doing like that, you know what I'm saying, that creating those kind of like movies and those short films, something about it's something about it just hits different, man. Like even when I do the skits, short 2-3 minute videos, it's like there's something like there's a level of fun to it, like just creating like that kind of stuff, like not like a gaming video, like doing like a film almost. That shit is fun to me, like making a script and you know what I'm saying, doing all that, it's just cold to me.
Of course, 100%. If you like it, then the audience is gonna fuck with it, of course.
Exactly.
But if you don't like something that you're putting out, then no one's gonna like it.
Exactly.
So exactly, of course, Brody. Now, my next question is gonna be, how do you balance doing YouTube and having like a regular life on the side? Because I know you be working, I know you be putting in the work on YouTube and off YouTube, and having a regular life. Now, how do you balance both of them?
I've always said that there's always sacrifice when you make a decision to do something like this. So there's definitely been a small amount of sacrifice when it comes to like doing YouTube. Like, but I will say, like, I definitely go out a lot. I definitely hoop, you know what I'm saying, on my days where I can with my dogs, Khalil and whatnot. I go out every here and now, you know what I'm saying, with some of my homies, you know what I'm saying. The circle in my personal life is not the biggest, so it's not like I have like a million friends over here and I'm like, oh my god, everyone wants to go out and I can never go. Like, it's not really that kind of situation. But it's more like there's definitely like a few small occasions where like, you guys want to go out? I'm gonna work on a tube, you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's a sacrifice here too that has to be made sometimes, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying, I'm a social butterfly when I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's just...
Valid. Now, if you could walk us through your day-to-day life of how you produce these YouTube videos, and just run us through like a day in the life from like start to beginning. I mean, from start to end.
I top it up in the morning, you know what I'm saying, wake up, run me a quick shower, run me a 10-minute, you know what I'm saying, nice little hot shower. Gotta get the juices flowing, you know what I'm saying. I wake up tired as fuck, so like if I didn't shower, I'd probably be like terrible the whole day. I wake up, shower, I record. Most likely that's normally how I go. Most people would wake up, shower, eat. I wake up, shower, record, get that done. I take like a 10-20 minute break because my recording sessions do take about 45 to like an hour or so. Like, so no, like hour and a half, even like 45 to an hour and a half is normally like the standard time, like for a regular video. After that, I'll take a break, like a 10-minute. I'll watch some sort of YouTube video, whatever. Then I'll start to edit. Hopefully the editing process, if I actually like stop procrastinating, takes anywhere from like 35 to 2 hours, because depending on like how well I'm editing, how like, you know what I'm saying, if I have to keep, you know, running it back, or if I just kind of like fly through it, like it could take 35, or sometimes it takes an hour 35. It's a weird like range of numbers. But after that, then I go eat, right? I finally eat, you know what I'm saying, important, eat food.
Hell yeah.
Once I finish editing, I'm probably either working on a thumbnail or I'm talking to my thumbnail artist that I use sometimes to, you know what I'm saying, get my thumbnails going. I start working on like uploading it, setting up all like the title, the tags, the description, the play, like all that fun stuff. And then at that point,
yeah, definitely fun.
I'm definitely either planning to record a second video, maybe scripting for the month, maybe setting up like, you know, some sort of like brackets for multiverses, like especially like this past couple of weeks. I have 5 tournaments coming up. This is actually the first of 5, but I have 4 more brackets coming up this week. 1 tomorrow, 1 Thursday, and 2 on Sunday. So I'm definitely always like looking to participate in something. So that's definitely something, especially now that I'm doing a lot of my Dreamland stuff. That's definitely been taking up a chunk of my time, but not enough. Like normally, like when it's like processing, when it's uploading to YouTube, during that downtime of waiting time, I guess you could say, like cool down, I call it, I'm normally doing something else. So it's something always productive. And if not, like I'm just designing something for an upcoming stream, or just trying to, you know, get in contact with somebody, or maybe I'm just dicking around on like Discord with somebody, you know what I'm saying?
That is a valid day in the life of Ascendx, and it's a crazy life. Now, I'm going to take not a break, but we're going to kind of calm the interview down as we're hitting the halfway mark, and we're just going to like talk about some chill stuff. Yep.
The halfway.
It's going to be a 1A, 1B type question, 1C, depending on how it goes out. So, first part is, I want to know where the name Ascendx came from. That's number 1.
Ascendx.
Number 2, I want to know, tell us your first instances of doing YouTube. And number 3, for the people at home who don't know, tell them how we met.
Okay, first off, what does the name Ascendx come from? Well,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying, Ascendx. Back in the heydays, my gamer tag on Xbox used to be Electric Man Zero. I don't know about that game. There's a game on Google, Electric Man. That was the shit. That's a throwback. Has nothing to do with the title. Anything. Nothing to do with anything I'm about to say. Name Ascendx. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's break the word down, shall we? Ascend. To rise. Me? I'm an energetic person. I'll tell you all the time. I'm always rising. Always grinding. Always working. Always uplifting, you know what I'm saying? And I used to be a part of a team that was called Ascend, and we would all have like names, right? Like it was Ascend Prime, Ascend blah blah blah, bunch of people, and I was like, I'm gonna be Ascend X, right? And it was tough, you know what I'm saying? And we never did jack shit in this crew, but like eventually we disbanded. But I took the name and kept it, right? Like I got rid of Electric Man Zero, and I swapped it out, put Ascendx in there, and then I gave some meaning to it. You know, I threw some backbone in it. Shout out Ollie, to my dog, one of my dogs in the crew. But I took some meaning. I put some meaning in that Ascendx to rise. You know what I'm saying? And so ever since, like, I've just been riding with that. You know what I'm saying? Ascendx. I was like, this name is tough, right? Like, that's just clean. So it's my YouTube, my gamer tags or whatever, like all that stuff. Not Ascend as well. Like, you'll see Not Ascend every here and now. Like, if you're really watching my video and you look at one of my gamer tags, some of them are like Not Ascend and whatnot. And yeah, that's where the channel name comes from for the most part. So your second question.
Damn.
It's gonna come to me. Don't even wait. It's gonna come to me. Wait, I'm gonna remember this. When I remember this, this is gonna be great. Hold on. I'm gonna remember this. No, tell me. You should tell me. I think you should tell me.
Alright. Second part was, tell us your first instance of doing YouTube.
Ew. Okay, so in high school, I always told people that I'd be a YouTuber. I was like, I'm gonna be a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a YouTuber. Yeah. Never did it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, first video on my channel is a skit of me telling the viewers, like, y'all thought I wasn't gonna make a YouTube, huh? Like, I'm here. It's time. You know what I'm saying? It is the beginning of a new era. Like, some bullshit like that, right? It's an inside joke because all my friends are like, yeah, he's never gonna start a channel. He's never gonna start a channel. And that video got views for no reason. I don't know what like that video had that the other ones didn't, but like views out the wazoo. You know what I'm saying? On rip. And
bro said the wazoo.
Out the wazoo, right? And so after that though, it was a bunch of Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? I told you I'm on my esports. I used to be a Fortnite demon. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really about it. Season 2, I take the L. You know what I'm saying? I was really, you know what I'm saying? I was just like that. And so I played a lot of Fortnite. Eventually, like I played like I had like a Switch. I play like Mario Maker and whatnot, like a Wii. Wait, what was before the Switch? Like a Wii something, right? But I would just play like Nintendo games, right? Like I play like Mario Makers and Super Smash Bros, obviously. And so, yeah, like I always was like playing either Nintendo game. I had a few PC games, but back then in the old house, if you look at that video, the first video. Like I'm on my like in the very first scene, like you can see that I'm on my mom's like it's my mom's PC, like by her old ass rinky dink computer, right, with a old rinky dink monitor that they bought for like whatever, like not a lot, probably not more than 100. The PC probably wasn't more than 500. I don't know. I really don't know the specs on that, but it wasn't a lot, right? It may be 600 pushing, but that computer was old as shit, so maybe I don't know 600, 700 maybe. I don't even know. I have no clue what the price is, but with the way I felt when I was using it, mad slow, like nothing crazy. So I didn't really have the best setup. So doing those videos was like crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? And so that was my channel for a long time. And Minecraft too. I had my Xbox. So I would record on there. I play like Minecraft and stuff like that. Other Xbox games with my homies. Back my old YouTube channel is crazy. Don't go back there. Don't check the archives. You don't want to go back there. That was a old. I watched, like, I did a reaction video to my old videos. It is cringe. I cringe at everything. I'm like, ew, that was me. Like, get out of here, yeah. Like, I cringe every time. You know what I'm saying? It just gets me mad. And so,
for people that have gotten this far into the video, I want you guys to go to Ascendx's channel, click on Move to Oldest, and peep the math rap. Because that video is hard. It's old, but it's hard.
That shit is
Take your time. You know, we ain't racing. Like, bro, that shit is hard, bro.
bro.
Like, peep that video right now. You know what? No, fuck that. I'll put it in the description.
One video. I was a rapper for one video and one video only. That is it. Never gonna be a rapper.
Run us through that instance of that video. Run us through the behind the scenes of what went through in that video.
That was a math project for one of my friends, and he was like, "Yo, I know you do the tube. Like, help me out a little bit." You know what I'm saying? Let's make a video. Because, like, he had a couple options to do. Like, it was like a whole project. But he was like, I know I have a couple friends. My friend Kevin had a camera. I did YouTube. And he was like, I had this other 1/3 friend, that just random friend, and he could help us do it. And it was just perfect. So, like, we just kind of had all the tools. It was like, all right, we're going to do the video. And he was like, we got to make a rap, though. I'm like, how the hell you make a rap? So, actually, like, the week before, we all pulled up to my friend's house. And we were, like, in the studio, like, making an actual track. And then we did the music video, like, out in the park and shit, and out at my house. And that shit was excellent. It was fire. I might watch that now and actually talk about it. Cause I haven't looked at that video in forever. So I might. It was cold, though. I really went in. And, like, everyone at my school, that week, was like, bro, I've seen this, like, 1,000 times, bro. Like, oh, my God. They was like, oh, Chris, your videos are hilarious. And I was like, oh, thanks, I guess.
Yeah, it was hilarious, buddy. I'm telling you, that's like my first instance of like figuring out. Like,
I think the teacher really rocked with it because apparently, like, one of my friends, like, bro, I've seen this thing like 12 times. I'm like, 12, like, and he was like, how? He's like, the teacher kept playing. I'm like, bro, there's no way the teacher was rocking with the tube, bro. Oh my God! And it was
like,
on my
if the
channel.
teacher's messing with it, like, bro.
It was on my channel, so like they watched it from my channel, so like it was just like on there, and it was like, oh my God, who is it? Like,
bro, that's P. That means the teacher's consistently giving you views, bro.
Yeah, she's hooking it up. That video went crazy too.
All right, and the last part of this 3-part question is, I already know how we met. I want you to tell the audience how we met and tell them how we crossed paths once again once we hit this YouTube journey together.
Got you. If you asking how we met, well, let me start. Let me hit you with a flashback. You know what I'm saying? Let me take you back to the old days, you know what I'm saying? Back to the high school days. You know what I'm saying? When I had my little buzz cut and I was ugly as frick. So, you know what I'm saying? Myself and a couple of my dogs, you know what I'm saying? We used to hoop, you know what I'm saying? They used to call me Chris.
Yeah, right.
Splash. I was just a shooter, right? I used to, you know what I'm saying? I used to hoop on the courts, you know what I'm saying? We would hoop with some of the, you know what I'm saying, with some of the other students that came by, because, you know, it was the courts at our school. So, like, people just in the high school, obviously, would come through and hoop. Everybody knew about it. If you hooped, you were there. So, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We was hooping, me and some of my dogs, you know what I'm saying? And we got on the court, this guy named Shafiq. And that boy had the scanny. He had the Scantron 9000 on his arm. You know what I'm saying? He was a shooter. Lethal Shooter 9000, right? I was like, I'm Chris Splash, but he's Lethal Shooter, right? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, everybody knows Lethal Shooter is a crackhead. He just be, I don't know, was that
No one believes me that I used to get right back in high school.
He had this Scanny 9000. Like, he was Clay before Clay started doing Clay. Like, he was just spot up, catch and shoot. He was a monster. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just Clay. He was a shooter. So we met then. You know what I'm saying? He was my dog. I would be like, yo, this guy cool. This guy's kind of cool. And I met him a little bit. I was like, oh, he's like in a higher grade than me. You know what I'm saying? He got the scanny. You know what I'm saying? He's dope. And we would hoop all the time, right? You know what I'm saying? We would hoop. We would ball. I followed him on the gram. You know what I'm saying? Because he's rocking as always. You know what I'm saying? And so he had the scanny. I had the scanny too. You know, I had a little more distance on my scanny, but he had the scanny.
He had the strap,
he had the
bro.
scanny too. You know what I'm saying? So he was just he had the auto on lock. But you know, then obviously we graduated. He moved out to Florida. He was doing this thing, and then you know what I'm saying? He saw that I was on my YouTube grind. I saw that he started his YouTube grind. I was like, yo, that's a YouTube brother right there. I gotta support the homie, and you know what I'm saying. So I started checking his stuff out. Like I commented on some of his posts, like, yo, this shit is fire. And he was like, yo, Chris, I seen you be doing your YouTube or whatever. So we be chatting, you know what I'm saying. He be helping me, I be helping him. You know what I'm saying. He's like, oh, Chris, seen you been doing this for a minute. How you do it? You know what I'm saying? Because his setup a little different than mine, obviously. You know what I'm saying. Just yeah. So and then we'd help each other out, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my dog. We be communicating, like, you know what I'm saying? We YouTube brothers, so we gotta stick it out together. You know?
And here we are now, a few years later. Who would have thought that we met through hooping?
Who met through
now we reconnected through this YouTube grind, man. It's fucking nuts, man. Shout out my boy Ascendx. My bro's got 170 subs, but more importantly, no offense, shout out NLH Media. I'm at 91 subs as recording this fucking video. Get my shit up to 100 subs, please. I'm right there.
He is rising,
Please.
and he is a star. He is rising and a star.
Exactly, bro. And like, I want to touch up a little bit. I kind of want to go back to what you said earlier, because you're always on the rise. That's how you came with Ascendx. That's kind of the same thing with me with NLH Media. And I mean, for the people who know already, pretty much, my thing stands for never lose hope.
Never.
And exactly, my thing is like, you have to be on the rise. You have to be on the come up. You can't lose hope in yourself, because if you do, you're gonna let the opposition win. Because that's how I viewed it. I viewed it as those people back in high school when I didn't have friends like my boy Chris right here that would just tell me, oh, you ain't shit, oh, you ain't late, you ain't gonna do this, that, and the third. I can't let them win. And I kind of lit that fire within me. And I told myself, nah, I can't lose, so I gotta keep going, I gotta keep pushing, gotta put this out, gotta put this and put that. Because if you lose hope and you let them win, it's gonna just burn you. And you're just gonna feel like shit. And we don't feel like shit over here. We have to be on the rise. We have to be on the come up. We can't descend. We have to ascend. And that's how NLH Media became a thing. I didn't think people want to hear me. People didn't want to hear what I had to say, and I was wrong.
He keeps forgetting that
91 subscribers later.
Exactly. Everybody in the comments, remind this dude that he's him. I'm tired of him.
W Riz.
Every time I talk to him, he's like, yeah, I suck. I'm like, shut the hell up, bro. What's wrong with you?
91 subs and 5,100 YouTube
here.
Channel views later.
He has better numbers. I'm gonna tell you, because this guy pisses me off. All right, this guy to my right, this guy right here, this fucking guy right here. You know what I'm saying? In my first year of YouTube, you know what I'm saying? My numbers weren't sniffing some of the numbers he's got right now, and he's like, this is all mid. I'm doing trash. I'm not even that good. A bunch of baloney. He's balling out of his mind. So I need you to go in the comments and freaking harass this dude. Tell him that he's excellent. And I'm tired of it. And I want y'all to like blow it up. Make this video have like 30,000 comments or something. And then that way when he talks some nonsense, I'm going to screenshot it and I'm going to send it to him so he can shut the hell up, man. So I'm going to freaking blast him at some point. I was like, yeah, I just had enough.
Exactly. And it's like, my thing is like, I'm pretty sure you can relate to this too. When you look at the views and the numbers that you get on your channel, at first, I don't know about you, but for me, the numbers kind of stood out at me at first. But when I saw my first couple of videos, my first interviews, my first little news videos are hitting over 100, 200 views consistently. And then I was kind of degressing to 50, 60 views consistently. I was going to be upset. But then at the same time, you have to look at it at the bigger scheme of things. Like, these are 50 to 60 people consistently wanting to see you. That is like, as think of it as like in your bedroom or in your room, 50 people want to watch you do what you do. 50 people want to hear what you're gonna say. Like, how do you feel about the numbers like that? Were you at all when you saw those numbers when you first starting off this YouTube journey, or like you didn't really look at it like that?
I've always seen the numbers like this. If you go on like more of the popular channels, the channels with millions of subscribers, you can even see like a skew in their numbers. Some videos will have 1 million views, 2 million views, 10 million views, 11 million views, 15, 18, and then 2, 3 million views, and then 4 million, and then 900K, and then it's always going to be a skew like that, regardless of how up you are. There's always going to be some sort of like discrepancy. You know what I'm saying? It's never going to be just you constantly have 2 million or constantly have 10 million. Like, it's not a thing. It doesn't exist. So even like when my videos will do shit, like I'll have like a 10 out of 10 week. You know what I'm saying? Like, YouTube kind of like tracks it like ranks your videos over your last 10. And like, I'll have like a 10th out of 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bad video, or just a bad, you know what I'm saying, data upload. I don't know. But over time, like some videos pop off, even if they start terribly. Like, some videos pop off. So with the way YouTube is, like, I upload. I focus on getting my uploads out. You know what I'm saying? I check my numbers every here and now, but I've strayed away from checking my numbers. I'm like, I don't check my numbers unless something big happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless like I see like a strong consistency in something, I'm like, okay, I should keep doing this. Like when I did the Yandere Simulator, that series did stupid amount of numbers that just doesn't. It just doesn't, like, nothing else can even sniff that right now. So that's like been like a high point. But unless I see something like that, I really don't look at my numbers like that, to be honest.
Exactly. Now, my next question is going to be, now we kind of had the chill vibe for a little bit. Now we're going to get back up. We're going to bring it right back where we just started.
Bring the heat.
I want to know, do your close friends / family members support you doing this YouTube journey? Well, we already know the close bros, like, respect that. We already know that Shout out Khalil. Shout out Joel. Shout out, bro. Like, we all know they respect it. Now, I want to know, does the fam, like, do they appreciate you doing it? Do they care that you're doing it? Or are they just like, oh, as long as he's having fun with it, he's having fun with it?
I guess I'll list the ways, right? I mean, mom and pops, they supported it. Like, they were a little iffy on it at first, but they saw that I was really about it. They saw that, like, I was really working for this. They saw, like, it was something that I do, and they all enjoyed it. Like, they would watch a few videos in the beginning. Like, when I first started doing it, they watched some videos with Alec, like, my little brothers and whatnot. And it was like, oh, this is fun. Like, he's actually pretty good at this. So, like, you know, my mom's pops, they support it. My pops is a really busy man, so he doesn't always have time to watch, but he knows that I do it, and he supports me. You know what I'm saying? Anytime they walk in, they're like, oh, you recording? Like, because I just have, like, I have the camera, like, right here, so that when they walk in, they see the camera. They're like, oh, are you recording? Anytime I have software open where I can see myself, they're like, oh, are you recording? Like, no, I'm not always recording, but I could just be on a call, and they'd be like, you recording? Like, nah, I'm not recording. Or I have like the lights on, like, because I have like the my key lights here, like that make it, you know, just so I could see myself, or that way it's not so dark in here all the time. Because I have like a cave, like if I turn the lights off, it's a cave in here, right? So they support it. Little brother supports it. He be talking. I hate him so much. He be talking trash, like, with my name. He's like, oh, my brother will smoke you, and to his friends. And, like, although I always do, I'm like, one day he's gonna run into someone that's nasty. I'm not gonna be able to do nothing with him. I'm gonna look like a dumbass, right? So he be talking trash, like, with my name. He's like, oh, my brother will smoke you, like, like, what's up? Like, you're not. And so it is mad funny when he does that. My brother Brian, next door roommate over there, he rocks with it. He knows that I do it. He respects it, right? He respects it. You know what I'm saying? He be in the videos every here and now too, you know what I'm saying? Like, so is little Al, you know what I'm saying? He's been in one of the videos. My sister, she loves it. It's always funny when she has time to watch it. A couple of my uncles, my one uncle, Junior, he loves that shit. He's like, oh, the skits are so funny. Like, I don't even know how you do that. Like, he loves that shit so much. A bunch of my uncles love it. My aunts are down with it. Everybody rocks with it. They don't always have time to watch, you know. They don't have noties on, you know what I'm saying, like watching the second that it drops, but you know what I'm saying, they watch that shit, you know what I'm saying? They check it out.
Next thing I want to ask you is, with that Micro Center guap, with that lettuce sandwich that they gave you, how much have you invested into this YT route?
All time gotta be 10K at least, right? If we're talking all time 10K, we talking the current setup I got, probably like 4 or 5K I got on this desk right now, probably. And I guess let's list the ways, right? Let's list the ways. This camera right here, about 1100 smackaroonies, right? I got the Canon EOS, I think it's 20 something RP, something expensive, right? I bought the lenses too, so it made it a little more expensive. I could do some cool tricks with it, you know what I'm saying, with the lenses. I can go, wow, hey, right? The lenses are super cool. I always love playing with that. I also use it for my film stuff. Obviously, when I'm doing my skits, so it's more than just for my gaming. It does look really beautiful, though. I have my 2 key lights up here. They're each about $80. Webcam was about 100. Like, I have my regular webcam, like, other than just, like, you know what I'm saying, for when I'm not using the camera, right? So, I had the regular webcam there. That was about 160 or something. I'm dying. I got the Nintendo Switch, of course. That is regular $300. My PC, this bad boy, was about like 2 point something grand. I had them custom build it just so that way, like, it works smooth and flawlessly. And so that was a little more expensive just to get that built in my job, because it's done by professionals. Like, that shit is perfect. They run like tests and everything to make sure it's working smooth and everything. So it definitely a more expensive process that I wanted to go through. My 2 monitors rocking 200 a piece. I'm gonna round down there because I think it's like 210, but math. My speaker is like 150 because, you know what I'm saying, I got the subwoofer on them because I like to rock out when I'm just day jamming, you know what I'm saying. I got the new desk. This was like 80 beans. I got it on Amazon. Super cool. Makes me happy. Mike
came a long way from the boo-boo desk.
The thing that I'm talking into, right? I was gonna overlook this, right? The microphone, 100 something. No, I lied. It's like 200. I'm capping. I was like 2 something, right? The headphones, these were like 90, 100, right? I got the little discount going, so you know what I'm saying. Some stuff be a little.
That Micro Center discount came in clutch. Ain't
I got my Stream Deck over here. You know what I'm saying? That's chilling right there. That's like 80. We're gonna guess on 80. I don't even know. I got this mouse as a present. That's super cool. Got this keyboard, like 180. Freaking headphone mount, like this thing that holds my headphones or whatever. It's like it's gonna like fall apart if I try to yank it, but it's like $30. I don't even know. What's behind me? I got some disc plates over here, some clean posters. You know what I'm saying? Normally they're hanging on the wall, but I just haven't had time to order the little sticky things that put them on the wall. So they just kind of been sitting on the floor for a minute. The big ones are $89 each. The little ones are like 56. I think it's 56 off the top of my head. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's like way too much money right there to me to calculate. It's a lot of money. It hurts my head. Hurts my wallet. My wallet's over there crying. Like, how could you spend all that money? I have my Oculus Quest. I do my VR gaming videos. You know what I'm saying? I almost forgot about that. That thing was 300 smackaroonies.
Golly.
So I've just spent dough aplenty on this setup. I got my little Xbox. I've had this Xbox for the longest time. I'm not even going to count that in there. But yeah, I've spent some real dough on this setup to make the dream doable. Like, when people walk into my room, they're like, what the fuck? Like, wow. Like they lose their balls. Like, bro, like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, when I turn the light, when I could change my lights to color lights, when I really, like, turn this into, like, a little party room, like, people are like, what the hell? Like, bro, like, it's like, this shit is crazy. Like, anytime I bring new people over, like, bro, what is your setup, bro? Like, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I sound so, like, calm. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, and they're like, bro, this is nuts. Like, you understand what you're having? Like,
Because it is freaking nuts, bro.
and I'm just used to it, like, because I've had it for, like, a long time. So, like, I just forget, like, my setup is nuts. I forget. Because, like, I see other setups, like, online, and I'm like, yeah, those are way cooler than mine. Like, I just see way doper, like, setups than mine. So I'm like, yo, that shit is way farther than mine. So, like, I be looking at my setup like, it's not even as cool as that one. So, like, people come in like, yo, that is nuts. And I'm like, what do you mean, bro? Like, there's way cooler setups. I'm like, yeah, but, like, you're you. And you got to, yeah, so it's always cool. It's always cool. The setup is crazy. The stew, as I call it, the stew.
You really did be investing in yourself when it comes to your YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait till the day where I make big money guap and I invest into myself like that.
Yes,
Let me run you through my short list of how
talk
much
to
money
him.
I
Talk
spent
to
on this. My short list.
What, like 100 mil?
Yeah, so let me move my mic real quick so I can see it. So y'all see those sexy posters right here, right?
Delicious
I didn't have the cash that my boy Chris over here got, aka Ascendx. You see that Deathstroke poster in the middle? That ran me about 20 beans.
About 100K.
I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story about these two posters up here. The
5 million each.
Whichever one my fingers are pointing at. I got the
him-
Spider-Man one
got him
right
from
there,
Bill
and I
Gates.
got Kobe Bryant one on the other side. I went to the mall. They usually run for like $10 each, but I kind of finessed bro who was selling them. He sold them for.
Yep, he robbed them. Had him at
I
gunpoint.
finessed him. I said, "Yo, bro, I gotta put on the businessman NLH Media." And I
Had him
said,
at
"Listen,
gunpoint. So you better hand that shit over.
listen, bro, let's run it with. I'll buy 2, but I'll give you $15." He was like, "All right, bet, let's run it." And I got those, so I finessed him on that.
Robbery.
And then the other 4, the 2 Naruto ones and the 2 Marvel ones, I kind of just got them off of Walmart. Shout out Walmart gang, repping Walmart. Got them with that discount. It came with a 2-pack each. I got them both for like $8. So not really balling out on that
Pretty
on
impressive.
that part.
Honestly, it's way more than that. Bill Gates is jealous right now. He is
Yeah,
crying,
Bill Gates is crying on the
shivering
inside.
in his timbers.
And right here we got my little Blue Yeti microphone.
Got the Blue
Ran me about 130 beans. And then we have the little cover on it. Ran me about $20.
Damn.
And then we got my little isolation shield, bro. Shout out Amazon because I got the last one. And for like a fat minute, I have friends who are rappers. Shout out my boy J612. Shout out my boy XLIze, who have been trying to get this, and they have yet to get it because it's still currently unavailable. But that ran me $40. And at first, I didn't think it was gonna make the difference. I thought that just having the pop filter would just be fine. But going from this to this, there's a massive increase when it comes to the sound. It sounds a little bit crispier. But the problem is at the same time, people look at my setup and they're like, Shafiq, I thought you just did YouTube. I didn't think you were a rapper. And I'm like, I know. I'm not a rapper. I'm just a typical guy. I'm just a typical YouTuber. I'm just a regular man. I put on my socks. I put on my sock. I put a left sock on my left shoe, then I put on my right sock on my right shoe. I'm just a regular guy, man. I'm just a regular, typical dude. But like, yeah, that's my financial aspect of NLH Media. I'm not balling out like my boy Chris, but like I'm still
poor, yo. You see my J's collection? I'm poor as fuck.
Sure, bro, sure.
No money in my account.
And now we're gonna ease into the end of the interview. I'm gonna just ask you for closing remarks, and I'm gonna ask you for any advice you'd give for any upcoming content creators.
To all my newcomers. First off, my DMs are always open if you ever need some assistance. You know what I'm saying? Join the Dreamland, home to all the content creators, all the new up and coming, you know what I'm saying, players, gamers, creators. You know what I'm saying? We got a home for you. You know what I'm saying? Here at the Dreamland. So that's just living the dream, as they say. And Ascendx we rising. So a new advice, you know what I'm saying? You get into the tube, just, you know what I'm saying, put your head down, work for a little bit. Numbers are gonna look small, numbers are gonna look non-existent. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be times where you have your ebbs and flows, you have your good months, your bad months. You know what I'm saying? Put your head down, really punch it. You know what I'm saying? Really work yourself as hard as you can. You don't need an expensive setup too. I know I just listed off just about $1 million just now, but you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? You don't need $1 million to make a setup that works. I spend all this money so that it's above average quality. You know what I'm saying? You go on a lot of channels on YouTube, they don't have the quality that I do, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? They don't have just, you know what I'm saying, the crispiness, you know what I'm saying? So, and this is a setup that will last me 2, 3, 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Get you like I gassed it like 5, 6, 7 years, right? Like you can get you something simple, get you something calm, get you something small. You don't need nothing crazy. You don't need to spend a rack, 2 racks like I did. You know what I'm saying? But just do you. And you know what I'm saying? If you ever have an idea, shoot for it, man. You know what I'm saying? You miss every shot you don't take, bro. Every idea that you have, bro, you need to go out there and just try it, bro. Try every idea, bro. Unless it's something stupid like some racist, like something like that, best take that one off the board. But if it's anything regular, bro, like you miss every shot that you don't take, as old GOAT Jordan once said, bro. Mr. 23, Mr. 23, bro. What y'all know about 23? You don't know about 23. You don't know about 23. You don't know about 23. You don't know about 23.
Exactly, Brody, and I can't say that any better than myself. I kind of got on the YouTube grind a little bit late. I'm already 23, and I've been on the YouTube grind for about like 1.5 years now. That's another thing I could probably give you guys. It's never too late to start. You can't just have these ideas in your head and not put them to use. And I'm gonna add on to what my boy Chris said. If you have an idea for content you want to do, just put it out. I don't care if it flops, that's fine. At least you know that I tried and you did it. Because that's the thing you have to do. You have to take the risk to do this. My boy Ascendx, he took the risk and he said, I'm going to do this gaming route. I'm going to do what I got to do. And look at my boy. My boy is ascending. He's on the rise of becoming a star, which is the name of the series. Playlist in the bio, yada, yada, yada. But like, that's the same. Crazy. And that's the same thing with me. I had an idea of, all right, I want to make a news channel, but I don't want to be a typical news channel. I want to be different. I didn't really see that many people covering the topics that I cover. Like, no one really covers the shit that I do. You have the main people like No Jumper, they only do rap. Or you have people that only do gaming. They only do this, they only do that. I want to make it, I thought of it as like, it's kind of a weird analogy, like a sandwich. You have the bun, you have the bread, you have the meat, and then you have the condiments. Put it all together, you have a great sandwich. And I put it like this. I like rap, I like entertainment / anime, and I like sports. So I put all 3 of them together into a sandwich so people can watch it. So I got something. Exactly. I got something from my anime brothers. I got something from my movie brothers. And I got something from my sports brothers. I got everything. Like, bro, I literally have a thumbnail where I talked about the Miles Bridges scenario and R. Kelly in the same video. So I got something for everybody. So I don't discriminate. Exactly. You don't see that nowhere. And that's the concept. I'm just going to keep pushing, bro. Like, I don't discriminate. If you like this, you like this, you like this, you like this. Don't matter to me. And yeah. If you do that, if you keep it up for a little bit, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not you're not gonna see the numbers right away, but it's gonna come up. Trust. It's gonna happen.
Talk
And that'll be all for this week's episode of Rise of a Star. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to click the link in the description down below to my socials and my bro's socials right there. Talk to him, bro. Let him talk to him about what you thought about this Rise of a Star, buddy.
And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Tell me this is a little bit of that's important too. As the Ascendx Chapter goes. This is fire. You know what I'm saying? My dog Shafiq did his thing, so I'm gonna need let's see. We're reaching for 10K likes on this one, then we'll drop a part 2. I don't know, with the Flame King, maybe he'll make an appearance. I don't know, maybe he'll come back, you know what I'm saying? Because he kind of had to leave, like, you know, at the beginning of the interview, you know what I'm saying? If you get it to 10K likes, you know what I'm saying, we'll do it part 2 with the Flame King. So, yeah, I'll call him. He had to leave, like a bot. But, you know what I'm saying? We'll get the Flame King. We'll get the Flame King. Maybe another one of my friends, you know what I'm saying? We'll get him in here. I hit something.
We gotta get those numbers up on this one, though. We gotta run up the numbers.
10K and we'll drop it. Anyways. Send them off, cause you know what I'm saying.
Alright. And for the butters in the back, let them know Ascendx NLH.
Never lose hope. Never lose hope. Never lose hope.
We finna see y'all butters in the next video. Peace.